All right. Welcome back to Tongue Tied Games and the mobile game Orphans. In the last video, Wolf has finally appeared in Orphans with no time left to lose as he is helping us with our little hacker problem. And it's great. It's great to have Wolf back. We know Wolf. We love Wolf. He's been, our fellow hacker in many different reality games, and it's great to have Wolf back. Now, let's go ahead and jump into our notes. We have some notes that we haven't read through. We didn't read through in the last video, so we're going to start reading through them again. We were wrong. We were obviously wrong about Goober. He was also pressured and threatened enormously by the Brotherhood. That's why he tried to convince Fonz and us that the Brotherhood is harmless. It looks like the village is preparing the so-called Day of Enlightenment, the day of the demon's arrival. And it seems that the one without light is to be welcomed with a sacrifice. Ina and Samuel are there. If what Jason says is true, it's Ina and Samuel who are intended as sacrifices. If only I knew how to help them. Well, we did help them in the beginning. We told them that it didn't seem right about this orphanage, or not the orphanage, but the village. It didn't seem right what the village was doing. We were not comfortable with it, but they seemed like everything was happy-go-lucky. They were enjoying all the commodities that the village was giving them, the party that they threw out of nowhere for them. It was all very suspicious, and we knew from the very beginning that the village was up to no good. But unfortunately, Ina and Samuel are now locked up and about to be used as sacrifices. We also know that Sandy, Mika, and Annie seem to be safe. We're not sure if Mika or Annie was possessed by Belial, but there's also maybe a little evidence that he wasn't able to reach them because they're in this old abandoned cabin that was probably that was owned and lived in by Sister Brown. So it's possible that neither one of them got sacrificed, and it might be the best thing to do is for them to all stay there and to be safe, because it seems like there might be a little healing, or not healing, but a little bit of a force field to keep Belial out of there. But we don't know yet. Maybe one of them is possessed. We're not sure. The only way we'll know for certain is if one of them starts acting a little weird. He will come for them. Oh my God, Mika and Annie are in this little cabin in the woods. The demon, I saw it. He's on his way to them. That was at the end of episode 3 when he was getting ready to enter that cabin, and then he just kind of disappeared. The enemy is reading along. This is when we got hacked into, probably by somebody in the village. We're not sure who, but somebody who is unknown. I'm scared. Something terrible has happened to Mika and Annie. Since the last call, contact with them has been severed. When we last spoke, it sounded like the cabin itself was collapsing. Sandy is on her way there now. I wonder what she will find. Our conversations are no longer secure. An unknown entity has gained unauthorized access to my device and its data. I fear they are following our conversations. They've deleted entire chat histories. I hope Amber's acquaintance can help block the attacks. If we're being watched, the Brotherhood will remain one step ahead. And Amber's acquaintance was Wolf, and Wolf has since helped us. Mika and Annie are alive. They are still alive. We learned that in the last video. The good news, Mika and Annie are alive. The latter is unconscious, but apart from that, unharmed. The bad news, Ina and Samuel are still captives in the village. Ina is intended as a sacrifice to the demon that will be summoned on the Day of Enlightenment. If Jason can't free them in time, all hope may be lost. Wolf, one of Amber's acquaintances, got in touch. He now has access to my device and is attempting to block the attacker. As a first step, he has installed a firewall to protect me, at least temporarily. However, I still have to be careful. If I understand him correctly, there may be further security breaches in the future. Now, we also have a new file. We have the Bloodline MP3. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
It now became clear Emilia was the suitable host Father John and his followers had been looking for all these years. Through Sister Brown's exorcism, the demon was banished and Emilia died. As a result, all efforts of the bearers of light were destroyed in an instant. However, Father John came to the realization that Belial, the one without light, must have chosen Emilia for a reason. The Brotherhood apparently searched for possible descendants of Emilia and eventually found them. I learned the following from a source that I can't reveal. After the tragic death of Emilia's parents, Emilia was placed in the care of the orphanage. Her older sister, Eleanor, however, disappeared without a trace, and her whereabouts remained unknown for decades. Later, it turned out that she had lived on the streets for several years and managed to survive through prostitution, among other things. One day, she was raped, got pregnant, and gave birth to a child. Unable to care for her child, she left the infant at the door of a wealthy home. The couple who lived there, unable to have children themselves, took the child and raised it as their own. Eleanor was hanged sometime later after she had killed one of her suitors, who turned out to be an influential church representative. And so, for a long time, every trace of possible descendants in Emilia's bloodline was lost. Only decades later, with the help of modern forensics and the possibility of DNA analysis, did the Brotherhood succeed in tracing Eleanor's bloodline. Eleanor Giesler, child, grew up without knowing that she was a foundling under the name Sophia Morgenstern. She married a businessman named Joshua Friedman, and the couple had a son named Raphael. Raphael Friedman's granddaughter, Susan Ehrlich, gave birth to Emilia's last descendants. They carry her husband's family name, Mika and Ani Liebknecht.
There's your family tree. It definitely sounds like Eleanor had a very rough life. That was difficult to hear, especially her eventual elimination. But there's the family tree, and it kind of explains to you how Mika and Annie are a part of this this potential vessel for Belial, all through Emilia. Actually, Emilia's older sister, really. Emilia's older sister, who left the orphanage and then lived on the streets. And then from Eleanor to the offspring, and then obviously the family tree grows from there. So let's go ahead and jump right back in with Sandy here. This is crazy, Sandy, but it's starting to finally make sense. Mika and Annie are in fact descendants of Emilia. Here's the MP3 in case you guys want to listen to it as well. They're what? Oh my god. Hold on. I'm going to listen to what you've sent me. It's a lot there, Sandy. Tongue-tied, has Wolf been able to help you? Yes, as a matter of fact, he has. He's on it. Tell me, how well do you know Wolf? How well do you know Wolf, Amber? It's a long story. And that was a premium chat option. Like I said before, he and my dad worked together on another case some time ago. It was about a group of students who were terrorized by ghostly apparitions. AKA the game, the mobile game, The Sign. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't heard of it, if you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend you go play it. Obviously, it's the same universe as Orphans here, as well as The Healing. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. This isn't the first time Wolf dealt with something like this. A hacker and a ghost hunter, strange combination. Not long ago, I would have laughed if someone mentioned ghostly apparitions. So this, I'm just gonna ask, maybe this, this isn't Wolf's first time. No, it's not, and he's actually been in a couple other ones. I mean, he was in the 7 end games and stuff. So, he's been around for a very long time. I thought he was a nerd, someone that's obsessed with technology, but I was wrong about Wolf. So no pimply teenager with an addiction to energy drinks. No, actually, somebody who loves photography and, if I may say so, a good-looking gent. As you guys can see in some of his pictures. And then also you have Wolf's, where is his at? Where are you at? You got Wolf's Instagram link right there as well for those who want to see his Instagram, and you can see a lot of his photography and stuff on there. If you have the premium options, that is. Can't wait to find out more. That's the way it is with prejudices. Look, I can't wait to find out more about Wolf. Norma, by the way, helped make the contact. It's funny when I think about it now. My dad used to hate Norma. Oh, I remember that. They had it. They were like nemesis with each other. She had written a book that portrayed my dad as quite the imposter. Because of this, they were forced to work together. And at some point, she moved in with my dad. As for Wolf, he's been over for dinner a couple of times. He's a really nice guy. Once he starts talking about algorithms, data encryption, and whatnot, it gets pretty confusing. But you can also talk about fun stuff with him. You can count on him. When Wolf says he'll help, he goes out of his way. That's the impression I got too. He was able to stop the hacker for now. He already made sure no one is watching us at the moment. Then I will trust him too. He thinks we should be safe for now. Look, it's definitely the impression I got. I definitely get the impression that Wolf is just a genuinely nice person, and he's going to do everything he can to help, and for no gain of his own, really. Carla DMed. Oh, DM'd. Carla DM'd me before. She was panicking. Said if you got hacked, she would have to go into hiding. If the Brotherhood knew she's working with us, she'd be screwed. Wait a sec. I'll let her know real quick that the chat is secure again. I hope I can calm her down. Yeah, kind of need Carla, but kind of not. We need Carla in the way of just knowing more information about the Brotherhood. But we have Sandy that reached back out to us. It says, fuck. that would mean Annie could also be the right host. Right, Annie or Mika. Even if she ended up there by accident, did you notice anything different about her? Yes, I'm afraid it's 100% possible. So you need to keep an eye on both of them, make sure neither one of them starting to act a little weird and strange and not their normal self. They seem perfectly normal to me. They're just completely exhausted. So am I. It's not surprising, really. Apart from that, I haven't noticed anything unusual. Maybe I'm right about my guess. Maybe Belial can't enter this cabin, like with demons and holy water. I mean, it's possible, but we don't know for sure. I hope so. I hope Belial can't enter that cabin. And if that's the case, then you stay there for as long as possible until we can figure this all out. It's nothing more than a guess. I doubt it. That would mean you're safe there. Right, that would mean you're safe there if this is true. And hopefully it is. Sounds too good to be true. I get that as well. It definitely sounds too good to be true after everything that has happened. But we don't know for sure. I should definitely keep an eye on them. Yes, you should. I was just saying that. I know we're texting, but we could have done this through a call. Could have done this through a phone call, Sandy. All you had to just call me. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. Yes, we have to assume one of them has been targeted. Still, you should let them know, Sandy. If I noticed anything strange, I'll let you know right away. So yeah, look, I think we should just assume that one of them has been targeted. Just be on the safe side of it all. Play the safe side. I know, maybe the demon wants to deceive us. There were moments when I thought Jarek was himself again. Anyway, I should let them know. They should know they're apparently intended to be the host for this demon. Carla's back online. I'll talk to them. I'll be right back. All right, you go do that, Sandy. I'm going to talk to Carla. In the fax chat. Sorry, tongue-tied, for going offline so suddenly. The possibility that the Brotherhood knows I'm working with you scares me to death. If the Day of Enlightenment is coming. If we don't stop them. We have got to lose it. What have we got to lose? If we don't stop them, what have we got to lose? Well, everything. If you don't stop them, you've got everything to lose. But I can understand that you're scared, Carla. Thanks for helping us anyway. I really thought you were going to let us... Look, I understand that you're scared. I get it. We knew from almost the very beginning that this brotherhood was not going to be good. This wasn't this harmless group, this harmless cult. We knew that. We knew that, but everybody wanted to tell us. But I'm even more afraid of what will happen should they succeed. You're right, Carla. It seems the Brotherhood has found a suitable host, and after Jarek's death, only Mika or her sister would qualify. It wasn't Jarek. They were after Mika all along. Or Annie. They were after Mika or Annie. But this is a little bit of a family tree that we had before as well. Some notes that we found. Her bloodline makes her a suitable host, and with Annie, they have even gained a backup host. Oh my god. So that's the reason. This also explains why Father John researched the family tree, and why so many of the orphans died trying to summon the demon. None of them were suitable. And the poor children, tormented souls of the children's, have been bound to this place ever since. They wander restlessly between the world of the living and the dead. They're angry. I fear that only the banishment of Belial will appease them. But if Mika and Annie, two suitable hosts, are nearby, then Belial has probably already taken possession of one of them, or it's about to happen. It's strange. Although the demon has most likely located them, there's no evidence of that one of them is even possessed. That is indeed bizarre. They're in a cabin in the woods. Apparently, it used to be a retreat for Sister Brown. Is the cabin maybe a kind of safe space? Or safe place? Some kind of holy place, maybe? Even if this was Sister Brown's retreat, why would it stop this monster? A demon despises and avoids holy places like churches and so on. But a cabin in the woods? I don't think so, tongue-tied. Everything seems to fit together. The preparations in the village, the bloodline. I can't help but wonder. Decades have passed since Sister Brown succeeded in banishing this monster. Why didn't they take them to Belial much earlier? Why did it take so long? True, the death of Mika's parents was years ago. Maybe they've tried before with different orphans. It looks like it was planned well in advance. It's I don't know. It's confusing. I mean, why was that? Maybe they were trying to be as safe as possible. Maybe they wanted to make it look like it was as, I don't know, like it was all supposed to happen. It's hard to say. I do think that they were the ones that got Jarek on lead to then go investigate the orphanage that would bring Mika over. Not necessarily Annie, but it would bring Mika. So I do believe that was the like they did try to get they did succeed in getting Jarek to investigate the orphanage. 100%. Maybe they tried before with different orphanages. I don't know. It's hard to say. It looks like it was definitely well planned in advance to make it seem like it was all supposed to happen. Make it seem like they had nothing to do with it. Hang on. If I remember correctly, the demon star was often mentioned in connection with the Day of Enlightenment, some astrological event which marks the time of the assumption of power. The day when the one without light opens the gates of hell and ascends his earthly throne. It was about a star in the constellation Perseus, Algor, or was it Amgol? I'm really sorry, I can't remember. Carla, please, it's important you try to remember. Randolph is an expert in this field. Like I said earlier, Jason's online. Like I said earlier, it's been some time since I heard from him. I just hope nothing happened to him. So we're getting ready to talk to Randolph, maybe. But Jason just popped up online. He probably has some more information about Ina and Samuel. Jason, we found out something terrible. Check out this the JPEG of the information that we were just talking about, including the family tree papers. Damn it. I was hoping the bloodline would have ended with the death of that girl. I know the Brotherhood has long been searching for descendants of this orphan. Now it all makes sense. The ceremony, the sacrifice for the demon. Now there are 2 suitable hosts. It's only a matter of time until Belial will claim a human vessel. Why so much effort? Why put the whole group in danger? If the Brotherhood is so powerful, they could have just kidnapped Mika or Annie, right? It would have been easy for the Brotherhood to kidnap them. There are 2 problems with that approach. First, the spirits of the orphans. They remain restless, seeking vengeance for their deaths. No member of the Brotherhood has returned from the premises alive. Oh, so anytime they go into the orphanage, they get destroyed by the orphans. They come out in armies and just rip them apart, probably. Second, the host has to enter the place of possession voluntarily. Oh, interesting. So that's why you couldn't just kidnap them years ago. You had to, kind of like we were saying, you had to lure them voluntarily to the possession, to the place, which is what they did with Jarek. They were able to convince Jarek, just through investigating ghostly remains to come look at the orphans or the orphanage. 100%. But surely the Brotherhood would have never left that to chance. You mean Mika and the others could have been what? You mean Mika and the others could now have been taken? We're missing a T there. We're missing it. You mean Mika and the others could not have been taken there against their will? You're right. That's what voluntarily means. Like they went there on their own free volition, their own free will. But the Brotherhood wouldn't just leave that up to chance. I think they actually planned it precisely to make sure they fall into the trap. Phone was freaking out. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I was just changing my clothes. What's up? About to go for a run. I told you about these weird messages, right? The orphanage that suddenly appeared on my computer. Yep, they lured Jarek 100%. I'm a damn genius. I'm a damn genius. Have you found out where it is located? I did. It's like 300 miles from here. Oh man, is that worth a trip? Yeah, I can tell you why. We were offered a huge cooperation. I just got a call from a guy, some bigwig from a major marketing agency. How did you get your number? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, they discovered our channel and want to push us. Push us? Like, essentially advertise for them. I guess they want to market us, promote us on social media, and so on. And they want to pay us too. What do you want us to do in return? Or what do they want us to do in return? Just become some demon's vessel, that's all. No big thing. Holding products in front of camera, stuff like that. Oh, okay. Where's the catch? They offer this deal to 2 other channels too. Here's what they have in mind. They want to have unpublished video footage from us within the next week. Whoever submits the best material will get the contract. Don't you think this is kind of odd? First, some information about this orphanage pops up on your computer completely unexpectedly, and then you get this deal offered by some famous marketing agency. Sounds kind of dodgy to me. Why are you and the other guys always so pessimistic? Maybe we're lucky for once. Call it fate, coincidence, whatever you want. Too many coincidences, if you ask me. I don't know, Jarek. I have a weird feeling about this. Sandy's spidey sense was 100% correct. It's exactly why I haven't told the others about it yet. I bet they'd react the same way you did. Then let's assume that everything is a lucky coincidence. But 2 weeks? That's not much time, Jarek. I mean, I could easily take a few days off. Not sure if the others can, though. I talked to them already. We could leave in 3 days. Mika's boss even gave her a week's paid time off. Wow, that's great for Mika. Wait, there's more coincidences? Maybe Mika's boss is in on it. We may never get an opportunity like this ever again. This orphanage is the perfect location. That's what this guy said as well. He said we'd have a good chance of getting the contract. What's the name of the company? I can't think of the name right now. But he's going to send me another email in the next couple of days with more details. So, what do you say? Although this sounds really strange to me, I'll do it for you. You're the best. See, Sandy and Jarek were meant to be together. I know. I'll write in the group chat in a minute, but we'll keep it to ourselves for now, alright? I'm not feeling up for more scrutiny. Besides, how do you think Mika and the rest are going to react when we get the contract and surprise them with it? Can't wait to find out. Talk to you later. I'll go for a run now. Enjoy. Don't overdo it, sweetie. And with that, we need to collect 10 more stars to continue. So, with that being said, obviously, I am a damn detective, a true genius. I knew exactly what the brotherhood was planning to do. And right there, Jarek pretty much told us. And that pretty much explains what actually happened and how Jarek was lured to the orphanage, along with the rest of the group. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you guys are enjoying the coverage of Orphanage. Let me know in the comments if you guys are enjoying Orphans as much as I am. If you're enjoying my playthrough as much as I'm enjoying making it. And let me know what you guys' theories are. Hope you're enjoying Orphans as much as I am. And if you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And join the Tethered. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.